Hello people! Well, update on the Saturn. I got a clutch put in it, only to find out that first, second, and third gear do nothing but grind when I let off the clutch. So I'm at a McDonald's right now, about to grab myself something to eat. Took off work today to go to a junkyard to get a transmission. Place ain't open on Saturday, so I had to take off. Right now, currently, I got half the front end tore out. I'm replacing the struts. Had to replace one tie rod end. After the clutch was replaced, I got it about 100 yards down the road, and tie rod end fell apart. Luckily, I wasn't going that far, well, that fast. Because, well, I don't know anything about the car, and I don't trust it. Putting Monroe shocks and struts on it to get that out of the way, and I've already got a gallon of paint. I was actually thinking about painting it before I take it to the shop, but I don't know. Probably should hold off on the paint until after the transmission's changed out. So up to this point, I've got everything associated with the clutch has been replaced. And one inner tie rod end on the driver's side. The transmission's going to get replaced. Struts are getting replaced, rear shocks are getting replaced, and I've got to replace the bushings for the sway bar and also the sway bar links because they are totally wore out. Folks, that car's got 243,000 miles on it. Engine is just fine. It's nice and quiet. As far as the top end and bottom end goes, it does need exhaust work. I really had my hands cut out for me if I was going to do an E-conversion on this thing. Yeah. With the Chevy Spark, it's going to be the same situation. It's got internal damage on it, causing the speedometer to not work. I want to do the conversion on it because it's a more modern car. But that is a complete different topic and another battle to work with. I can drive it for work right now, but I got to put manual transmission fluid in it about every 800 miles. Well, anyway, I had to stop at the drive-thru window and grab my food and go. Alright, it was $600 to get the clutch, everything for the clutch replaced. Well, no, a little over $800. I had to change the clutch assembly, so that added to it. Well, not the clutch assembly, but the clutch master cylinder. Now, replacement transmission, I lucked out, found one in northern Kentucky for $300, so I'm going to go get it. The new shocks, struts, and sway bar bushing along with sway bar links was another $270. So I think I'm going to have right close to $3,000 in it when I get finished. Now, could I have bought another car for $3,000? Sure. But what kind of shape is it going to be in? Get 1,000 miles racked up on it in a couple of weeks' time, which is very possible with my job. You'll find out real quick when you start driving a car like that what's wrong with it, believe me. Been lucky pretty far so far, but you know, when I bought that Saturn, it was a project car to start with, and I was wanting to do an E-conversion on it, but with the transmission thing going on, and letting it sit over time and building up more money, I really decided I'd like to have a newer, more modern car that's lighter weight to do an E-conversion on. So the Saturn turned out to be a project car, just as fix it. Straight up fix it. It's all out of my own pocket. And at least I've had a few months to save money to get it done. Hopefully, I'll have it finished up in a few weeks. Well, in about another week. Yeah. Have a good one. Hello, people. That goes in that. As you can see, I got the front end tore out of it. New strut to be in today, like I was saying. It's well, some of these parts are horrible. Stabilizer link. Well, this one just fell apart. It goes right there. That's the bottom one. Where is the camera? That sun is killing me. There it is. Yeah, it just fell apart. Stabilizer on the other side. Well, it's about to fall apart too. It definitely. Had to put new calipers on the front. Yep, got some jiggle to it. You want to see some jankiness? Maybe get a giggle. Alright, let's see. Right here. And if you look close enough, that's nail heads. Yeah, somebody shoved some nails in the stabilizer bar bushing just to jam up some space to hold the stabilizer. I tell you, some people. But I'm gonna get. Looks like that lower control arm bushing could stand to be replaced. It's got some cracking. But I don't know. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do just yet. But I know this thing was in desperate need of some maintenance after I started digging. Oh Lord, the engine outlasted the transmission and the chassis. And obviously its last whenever before it was parked and sold, they just did what they needed to do to keep the wheels moving. You can't do that, people. You need to run them down to the ground. I mean, you just can't do that. Keep that maintenance up. Cars will last a lot longer. And this thing, this tie rod end, like I was saying earlier, this one, that's new. This is the old part. The new screwed into the old part just fine, nice and snug, no problem at all. But the old inner tie rod end, it was done. The threads were almost stripped on it. But new parts won't be in until later this afternoon. If not, then it'll most likely be this weekend, and I'm good with that because it's a project car. I'm in no hurry to get it running. I've got my tracks to drive, which is that. Little Spark over there, pay $3,800 for it outright. That's going to be a project car for an electric motor for sure. But I'm going to get a transmission that'll work with the electric motor. Well, make an adapter, but transmission in this thing's got a mechanical problem. Output shaft, passenger side. the bearing is not fully seated properly. Speedometer bounces around like nobody's business, and it leaks manual transmission fluid. I like that color. In fact, I like that color so much I went to a paint shop and got it made. It's called Bluebell Blue. Had it made up in acrylic enamel, not lacquer. So, what do y'all think? That blue? On that? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see what you think. Not too sure about painting it before I take it to the shop. They might tell me off. Oh, that'd be messed up. I get the front end on it, take it to the backyard, start prepping it for paint. And no, I don't have a paint booth. All backyard painted, bugs and all. And then take it to the shop looking brand new. Yeah, it'd be my luck they'd end up scratching the paint and I'd have to do a bunch of touch-ups. So, I'd rather not. Mechanic I use he's reliable and good. I trust his work. After he got finished redoing the clutch on this thing, it was way better. But first, second, third gear, it's done. Nothing but grind. So, more updates later, people. I'll catch you around.